Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great day so far. I myself am doing okay this morning, I reckon. I actually forgot to use the restroom before I started, so I will be right back. Y'all talk amongst yourself for a minute or so. Alrighty, sorry about that. I should have done that. I learned early on that I've got to do that before I start because an hour and a half of drinking coffee is not good for the bladder, especially when you're my age. Sever7, what's up, buddy? Man, I'll tell you what. Do y'all ever get mad? Well, that was a loaded question. I didn't finish the train of thought there, but I consider myself a pretty organized person, but I get super frustrated when I misplace something. I broke out some of my older watches. I ran across my automatic watch box that I have, and it had some watches in it. I got a Samsung smartwatch a while back, and it's kind of ruined me for other watches. So I busted back out some of my other watches, and some of them needed some batteries because it's been a long time since I've worn them. So, of course, I got into the back of one of them and took out the battery to see which kind I needed to replace it. And then there was a little battery cover that went over it, and another little piece that kind of lifted the battery off the back a little. It was a spacer, and one more little clip that kind of held the battery cover on. And so I put all those in a little Ziploc baggie. And of course, the battery showed up, and now I can't find what I did with that stupid little baggie. And it's driving me nuts. I've been looking all around for it. I thought I put it somewhere where it would make sense, where I would easily find it, but I guess I shouldn't stress it because I haven't been wearing that watch, and I don't have to wear that watch now. So it's just a matter of, I get so frustrated over little things. That being said, I guess we will get into how I start all my videos, talking about which knives I carried last night. I went through all my knife baggies that I had out the other day, Nick. I've gone through all kinds of stuff. I've looked everywhere. It'll just have to turn up now. Like, I'll just have to forget about it and not stress it, and it'll show up somewhere. So yeah, let's see. What did I have last night? So in my front pocket, I had my Ferrum Forge Archbishop 3, which I absolutely love. Carrying it last night made me realize and remember how much I love it. I still addicted. I did get your email. I thought I replied to it. Did I not? Or did you just send one just now? Not sure. But I love this knife so much, but I didn't like the flipper tab. So I did do a flipper tab delete on this one, and this is a sweet one. Oh, you're talking to him. Okay. But this one worked out perfect with that flipper tab. I rounded out the choil a little bit, and it just cleaned up the lines on that knife so much. Such a sweet looking knife. The action and the sound on it are just amazing. Like the click, the drop shut, everything about it. But while I was at work last night, I noticed that I do need to sharpen it, and I didn't have any way to strop it. So I posted a little short video teaching people how you can strop knives using cardboard. I'm not sure if y'all knew this, but you can take a piece of cardboard, like even this. I will check my email again. Oh, maybe it was just on YouTube that we were talking back and forth. Oh, maybe I didn't respond since we were talking on YouTube. I don't know. I'll check. But yeah, you can use cardboard just like it was a strop. And it works surprisingly well to strop a knife. So if you're in a pinch and you don't have anything leather or any way to do that, you can strop using cardboard. There's other videos on it. I'm not the one that made that up. Good morning, Brand New American. Yeah, Nick. I forgot I had a field sharp. I have one of those work sharp field sharpeners in my car that I could have gone and grabbed, but I forgot about it. Didn't think about it. I leave it in my passenger door just to have all the time, but I forgot about it. But if you haven't ever held a Ferrum Forge Archbishop, you owe it to yourself to check them out. Super comfortable knife. Super great knife. So I had that in the front pocket. And then all that talk about yesterday, I carried that cheap replica TRM Atom in my back pocket. And I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to have to get me a real one now because of how much I like the ergonomics and the feel of this knife. The reverse flick, it lands kind of on the side of your finger, the location of where the thumb studs are, but it's still with the layout of the knife and where the pivot's at and all that, it's still super easy to reverse flick with the side of your finger. It's not the best spot for the thumb stud as far as knives go, and I usually reverse flick knives. But the regular flick on it feels great. But yeah, after taking this one to work with me last night, I really like the shape of it and the blade, everything about it. Good morning, Gabe. A lot of people don't know another thing about newspaper, that it's one of the best things to clean glass with. So I learned that about 35 years ago from a detailer friend of mine. He was detailing cars and he would always have newspaper out there, and I asked him why one day, and he explained to me about how well newspaper will clean glass. So newspaper's good for that also. What's red and what's black and white and red all over? A newspaper. Stupid joke. Dad jokes. And then man, that coffee's good. So if y'all drink coffee like I do, and you appreciate good coffee, I don't know if y'all have tried Black Rifle coffee, but it's pretty good. But we have a place here not far from me that has the best coffee in the world. I'm actually going to show it to you real fast. I'm going to give them some free publicity here. And you can order it from anywhere. It's called Raphael's Roastery. And the thing about it is there is a Coffee County, Tennessee, and this coffee is roasted fresh on Coffee Street in Coffee County, Tennessee. Nothing else will do. And his blends are amazing. He has a lot of officer supported and military supported stuff. He has this one called Wake Up America that is one of my favorites. It's a blend that has a little bit of espresso in it. Here, let me show you the preview of what he says about it. Similar to our breakfast blend, but with a shot of espresso to wake up America. And all of our founding fathers who believe it's possible to rightly govern a nation without God in the Bible, blah, blah, blah. Abraham Lincoln, one of our greatest presidents, Abraham Lincoln. For God. Okay, so yeah, it's called Wake Up America. And he grounds it in, he offers it in all kinds of styles. I used a little refillable K-cups for my Keurig. You can buy them on Amazon, and they're good for the environment because all those little K-cups just get thrown away and fill up landfills, and I'm not big on that, but those little refillable ones are awesome. So I get it ground for Keurig style, medium coarse, but you can get it however you want to get it ground. And the prices are reasonable. I get a 5-pound bag of this when I order it. Yeah, it's that good. But he has a bunch. This place, Raphael's Roastery, if you're into coffee, they have some awesome. This Jamaican Me Crazy is an awesome blend too. I love it. It's island coffee, just a hint of Kahlua, sweet caramel, and rich vanilla. Then he makes a summertime version of Tennessee Harvest. Anyway, just a quick coffee side note. Oh yeah, still addicted. I did reply to your comment about the Miro. Yeah, man, Migarons just feel different. Like once you get one, like they just exude quality, and the action on them is just so buttery smooth. Thank you for your service, Sever7. No, it's the cat. It's a cat, Gabe. There's oh, I think it's cats. There's poop coffee. They eat it and then crap it out. It might be monkeys. It might be like one of those little animals that stick their heads up out of the ground. There's a whole series on them. I can't think, but there is a coffee where the animals eat it and then they shit it out. And then they collect it, and that's supposed to be the best. But just from any of the actual places I've ordered from, it's the best. So yeah, so I had those in my pocket, and then I took some. I'm going back through some videos now. What did I do? Oh, so I took these to shoot some shorts on. Yeah, I don't try to buy all American. I won't even try to. Oh, it is monkeys. Yeah. I don't know. Like, we don't produce enough here in America anymore to even try to begin to buy all American. You wouldn't be able to buy stuff. You go to Walmart, and every single thing in there is made in China. I mean, I would like to buy American, and if American products could compete with, quality versus price, then I would, but we just don't produce enough here. So yeah, so I took these last night. My Kubi Bravo 1, super big boy. Like I said before about this one, it's very hard to find this drop point version. It's very easy to find the Tanto version. But I wanted the drop point. Love the blade grind on it again. Then I took my Marfione and Borka SBKF, and this is one of those cases where price and quality meet together. But if you just look up the price of this knife, if you just type in SBKF knife and you look up on Arizona Custom Knives how much this knife cost, I don't see it. Like, I just don't see it. My opinion, partly why the topic of the video is today, like, how much do you pay for knives? Some of y'all talked about how you could never own a certain knife because of the price. And I just wondered what your opinion was on what you spend on knives. And what's too much for a knife? Do you have a limit? So you just said the key phrase there, overpay. Yeah, overpay is the key phrase there. And you said gladly, too, which is kind of weird. You'll gladly overpay. I don't think I ever gladly overpay for something. I might overpay, but I think there's a little resentment there. I also took this, which is a Brian Brown's Raptor in the jigged titanium finish. Also got a super cool hollow ground blade. Still addicted, I'm right there with you. I believe that no production knife should be more than $400. If it is a custom knife that you've spent a bunch of hours on, then maybe you deserve to be, well, not maybe, you deserve to be paid for your time. Now, you charging 4 times what your time is worth is not fair to me. But if it's a production knife, I don't think they should run more than $300 to $400 because I've seen what's capable with a $300 to $400 knife. Like this one, for example. Yeah, this is another cool knife, though. If you're not familiar with Brian Brown knives, you need to check him out. And then last but not least, I've got the knife that has the best box presentation of any knife ever, and that is the Exceed Designs Avere. Yeah, I'm not talking Chinese stuff either. I'm talking about knives, period. I don't think a production knife should cost more than $400. Custom knives, maybe, yeah. Yeah, Kyle Royer, Gabe, yeah, I just watched his latest video about how he's spent like, I don't know how many months, and he's just like halfway through. But yeah, this is a super cool. If you haven't seen the video where I showed the box on this one and what all it comes with, the presentation on this thing is amazing. Super cool action on it too. This one came factory with the skiffs pre-installed and the micro milling. Coolest thing about this is the hardware, how they micro milled all the lines. A Hog House and a Shiro are not production knives. They're custom knives. I made that distinction. I said production knives versus custom knives. Hog House, they make them in-house, custom made. They're not made in a production facility. Good morning, Be Shady. Yes, still addicted. The action is sick on this. Yeah, man, you got to check one out. Anyway, that's what I took. Yeah, I mean, there are exceptions to every rule, Nick. I agree. Like, some knives are probably worth a little more money. But to me, knives that everybody jumps on the bandwagon for, like Oz Machining Roosevelt's for $1,000, you know, when that knife could easily be produced for $400. Same with, what's another good example? I mean, I myself pre-ordered 2 Custom Knife Factory Evos that won't be ready till the end of this year that are like $700, $800 a piece. So I can't say that I won't ever. Yeah, so, you know, there's always exceptions. And if you want something bad enough, you'll pay for it, I guess. Oh, by the way, when I was talking earlier, this is the stupid watch that I took apart to put a new battery in that I haven't used in forever. It's an older model Citizen. If I remember right, this one has like a red background light, which is super cool. But now I can't find the stupid battery. That's the watch that I can't find the parts for. So I decided yeah, knife prices is always going to be one of those divisive topics that nobody's ever going to agree with totally. Especially the guys that have never tried a Chinese knife from Riyadh, or, you know, but they probably have, they just don't realize it. You know, a lot of guys don't know that, you know, Chavez and Pena and lots of companies use Riyadh as their OEM. So that's where the hang-up is. You know, a lot of them haven't ever felt weed quality. But once you see what they can produce for that price, then you realize that a lot of knives are overpriced. And that's just my opinion. Take it how you want to. That's why I support people like Asher, who I would much rather a guy like Asher and a lot of those companies where they design the knives here, their company is here, their employees are here, but yet they use the Chinese OEMs because we just don't offer manufacturing. You know, just like I said earlier, we just don't make enough here to get the cost of things down and the production ability down. I mean, it's just, we don't have the ability here because we've subbed it out for so long to other people that we just don't have the facility, you know, we just don't have the ability. So that's why I support people like Asher, and that's the reason I bought that other knife, Cube, you know, like the Bridgeport, same thing. They used a Kubi OEM, you know, to keep the prices down and fair. So one more thing I want to talk about. Yesterday's drawing. I decided I'm going to give the people longer than 24 hours because some of them don't come but every 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to give them 72 hours to reply to me. Most everybody has replied, but there's only a couple left that haven't. So yeah, I will. I've reached out to them via Instagram. If y'all have ways of contacting a couple of those that haven't, I've put on my post. I didn't draw any backup winners for the 3 loyal people because I'll wait on them. And the only person from the original winners that hasn't responded to me yet is Ron Dobbins, and I messaged him on Instagram. And it's going to take me a couple of days to figure out what I want to send everybody and get them all sent. So don't assume that I'm normally very fast and I will ship the same day. And I will probably get those shipped out either today or tomorrow, regardless. But as of right now, I'm updating this when I talk to the people. So Ron Dobbins is the only one from the original one that I haven't gotten his info yet. Blessed Knives sent his pretty much instantly. And then these other 2 people have reached out to me and given me their info. So Ed Durbin and Josh, I've messaged both of them on Instagram as well as Ron Dobbins. But if y'all know how a better way to message them and let them know, I would appreciate that. That'd be awesome. B Shady, thank you, sir. So let Ron know, because he's the last one of the ones that really matter. Like, because that was the main draw. That sounded bad. These other 3, I'm going to wait however long from the loyal guys. They don't have the 72 hours, but I've got the 3 backup winners. If these 3 people don't contact me within the 72 hours, and I'm going to go to number 4. And the number 4 person has already messaged me. So he's ready to go in case Ron doesn't respond. I'm really excited about the knives I'm sending. I have found 6 knives, new in box, that are decent knives. First place knife is a lot better than the second place knife, which is a little better than the third place knife. But that's just how it goes. Gold is a little bit better than silver, which is a little bit better than platinum. Or bronze. Sorry, bronze. I don't know why I said platinum. And what did y'all like the little wheel? I thought the wheel was kind of cool. Like, a lot of people that do those drawings, they just use like a random thing and they just click a button and it just really fast like goes through and then pops up a name. And I wanted something a little more special for you guys, so that's why I went together and put together that wheel. I thought the wheel was super cool though. I'm glad I was able to find that without having to like program it myself. And it worked out good. It seemed to work. I wouldn't mind doing that, once a month with just, not so many winners. I wanted to do more than just one winner this first time. But I'd like to do those drawings more, and maybe I can use that wheel to like do something else, like pick some knives that I put 3 of them on the wheel and spin to see which ones I buy next or something. I don't know. I just like the little. And what do y'all think of swag the companies give away? Do you like it? I like it. This is a coin I got from somebody. I don't even know where it came from. Do y'all know what this coin is? Or what company sent this to me? Says don't tread on me. Do we know what this is? This came with something. I have no idea. Weird. 2021 pure something shield, silver shield. Heck, I don't know. And then Kaiser gave away those decks of cards. I got one of those. Thought that was cool. You know, they all give you the little moist towelette with your knife purchase. So that's not real special nowadays. What are y'all buying? I bought a couple of knives yesterday. I believe that that one knife, the integral Tucson should be delivered today. So I'll do a video on it. I did not get an email. Oh yeah, I did get an email. I just never replied to it. And I won't dox y'all. I almost did. I did get the email, Still Addicted. Y'all ask me, I like how that parallax, that wallpaper moves. Pretty cool how it moves around. I like those 3D photos. Most of them don't work good, but I'm real good at getting paid apps without paying for them. Did I say that? I didn't say that. And this launcher might be one of those deals. Sorry I didn't respond. I should have said thanks for the info, blah, blah, but I probably just got busy or something. A lot of times I'll wake up mid-sleep. Like, since I work nights, I kind of sleep in shifts. And I'll sleep 3 or 4 hours and get up and do some stuff. And then, you know, sometimes I'll check my phone and see a message during that like wake up period, and I forget. I go back to sleep and forget to answer, and so that's my excuse. I've also got a bunch of scales for knives that I need to get rid of. Shaman scales and titanium 940 scales and PM3, PM2, PM. Is this what came on? Yeah, this is what came on my PM3. PM3 scales. I really need to list some stuff for sale. I've got to get those listed. It's just I don't want to type up that huge big thing. Oh, got too much going on. I got to take another day off. All right. What other knives we want to talk about today? Good morning, Gaming Sandals, sir. Where is Knives Are Life today? Haven't seen him pop in yet. I should pop some knives up on the screen though, just to instead of just staring at this stupid blue. Let's talk about some other knives. Do y'all like what was I gonna say? These are, yeah, I can tell, Sever 7, you've mentioned it quite a bit. And that's a pattern, right? That's what you're talking about? It's not a material, it's a pattern, correct? I think I remember. These are some of my big boys that I keep in a case all together, and here's the one that goes with that that SBKF that I had out earlier. This is the SBSP. It's another Marfione Borka collabo. And actually a third guy, Beringi. This is that F off knife that has the F off on it. I bought it that version, and if you look close enough, you can probably still see it. When I take a picture of it, you can still see it, but I sanded it down. I haven't finished working on the scales on this one yet. And I got fingerprints all over them. But I sanded that F off of it because I didn't like how it looked. I like it much better without it. What's another cool knife though? And then I didn't realize how much I liked the Spartan Harsey until I got this either, or how much I would like it. It fits my hands perfectly. They make a smaller version, I believe. That'd be good for a lot of people. But this bigger one fits my hands perfectly. These are all together in... This is a Land 140. What's the snafu? Is that the dock or the... Are you calling the dock or the... What's the snafu? Not familiar with that name. It's not what I call any of these knives. Not sure what the... This one? The Satori? This is a Satori. Doesn't have the fuller like it's supposed to. Yeah, this is a Satori. This one has stupid guillotine action because of how big the blade is. And it's got skiffs too. And you can't hold the blade up on it. Like, it won't stay up for nothing. It's just super drop shut, like just stupid guillotine. Yeah, of course, it's got skiffs in it, so that helps. But the action is fine on it. It's a little, almost too drop shutty. Let me see if I can tighten the pivot and get it to act a little better. I don't know. They're not available anymore, man. They're only available on the secondary market. Yeah, this one has like an almost stripped pivot screw on this side now, I remember. And I've got this as tight as it'll go with the skiffs. There's a few floating around on Reddit. There's even one that somebody did the milling and put a fuller in it like it's supposed to have. So I'll leave that one flipped over. Well, you can see the fuller on both sides. But if we go to look up the Satori, you can see right here, it's supposed to look like this with a fuller. And Let me try to do the side by side thing again. Whoops, hold on. So you can see they pretty much nailed it, but they didn't put that fuller in. And that this one's got a different model of the scales. Actually, I think they have this version on Arizona. Let's see. Don't see it so far. Yeah, there it is right there. Looks like it's got the Damascus steel. Okay, there it is. So that's the version this one's supposed to be. Hold on. Try to get them placed. You can see they did a pretty good job on it though. But that fuller that cuts across, I wouldn't doubt it. To answer your question, Still Addicted. Isn't that what's his name? Kevin John? Isn't Kevin John the guy makes them both? Maybe. I'm not totally familiar with that factory deal, but I think I've heard that. And this is another big beefy boy. All these are in the same case together. This is Rad Knives Shepherd. I got a guy that really wants to buy that one from me bad. I just haven't sold it because I can't sell anything, it seems. And then this is that one I modded, put a thumb studs on, and took the flipper tab off of it too. You can see where I got it lined up great too, and put a finger choil in it. It didn't have that. It had this big, huge flipper tab. Ridiculous flipper tab, in fact. That one actually is one of the most dramatic changes when you look at the way the flipper tab, man, it was ridiculous. Terramundi River Wolf. It's the other Demko brothers knife, John Demko instead of Scott Demko. But you can see where it had like a massive flipper tab. So I took and did quite a bit of mods to it. It didn't have the thumb studs. It just had the flipper tab. Let me see if I can get it placed about right. But you can see the thumb stud made a huge difference on the lines. Yes, Sever 7. I got the same issue. I ordered 90 knives from OK Knives at one point, and one day I had 16 in the mailbox. So I feel your pain. But I like this knife a ton better without that flipper tab and with the thumb stud. It just needed a thumb stud, period. Like, the blade, M390. But you saw the price on that knife was $305 when it came out. And Knife Joy had it on sale for $139 with M390, Demko design, full tie. I'm going to take these scales back to regular at some point too, so it kind of matches everything else. Speaking of that, did y'all see that he put out, I didn't even notice that he put out what he's calling the 5, He put out the milled version of the. I'm guessing it's just a factor, but he calls it a B5 factor with the milled scales. Let me see if I can find it. So yeah, right here, he's calling it the. It says right here winter the B5, but it's just the milled scales on the factor, I believe. But I really like the milling on those scales. I do really like that a lot. I've been fighting buying one of these because I've got one of them all, and I kind of want to keep that going. I've got all the M390 ones. I really like the milling on that one. The only thing I've got coming right now is one of the 8s. I got one of these on the way. I like the milling on it too. But the milling on that other one looks better. This is more my size knife, I'm sure. I really like the, I've been carrying this one quite a bit. Yeah, I don't think that's what he means, batch 5, because the B4 is what the model number of the factor is, and that's what he called the original factor was the B4. I think he's calling it B5 just because it's like the factor version 2 or something. But I could be wrong. Yeah, I've got an annex. On the way. I've got that second version, the Tanto version of the Lemifshi that you're talking about on the way. I bought the FJ already, and I've already got an Astrum. I love my Astrum and my Lee. I got those on the same day. I love a ton of my green thorn knives. I've got more than I thought I had. I used to not like him, and I didn't have many, but I've changed that here recently. Yeah, so yeah, how did you find a duckling? How did you get him to find one? Because I bought yeah, I can pull it out. Oh, you're talking about the Astrum. No, I'm just joking. It'll take me a second. Hold on. I'm over here looking. Give me just a second. I got stuff falling off. I don't remember which one it's in here. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can find it. I don't have these labeled. Okay, that's the Neon Zero. That's the Bio. That's my Snex Buster with the Doom finish on it. there we go. There it is. I didn't get the expensive one. I got the K110 one, but I've heard they're pretty similar in action. Or VG10, sorry. There it is. It's got some oil on it. All the green thorns, though, his tolerances are so great that they all just have the best action. Like, oh, really? Yeah, and the duck and duckling are two different knives, which I didn't know until not long ago. Somebody messaged me. I said that I had a duck. And he said, no, you have a duckling. Because evidently the duck is the bigger version and the duckling is the smaller version. And I thought they were the same knife. I thought people were just calling them different things. But I was wrong. They are two different knives. And this is a big boy. That's a big knife. I mean, over 4-inch blade. That's the Lee kickstop. I like how the flipper tab isn't much anyway, but the fact that it disappears on the kickstop version is pretty cool. Yeah, I've got the duckling, which is the smaller one. I can't show y'all those. That's the pile of knives I'm sending y'all. But I've got the smaller one, the one he's sending you, because I bought the last one they had available. That's why I was asking. I've got both of these. Were the last. I think I bought the last one of both of those. No, this one's still available. I bought the last one of these from because I actually ordered a green one, and he said all he had was the brown ones. And he said, "Is that okay?" And I said no, and he was like, "Wait a minute, I just found one last green one." And that was SMKE, who I was talking to. But it is a sweet little knife. I mean, this made me almost want one, except this is another knife where I think it's overpriced. I just don't see it being worth $900 or whatever it is. $1,000. Like, it's crazy. But that's one of those hype knives, like the Rosie, that everybody... That's the other one I was trying to think of, was the duckling. Euster. My Max over here, I've got both versions of the 3 and both versions of the 3.5, and they're all just super drop shut, like. And I'm glad I found this one, that Laconico. Dang it! Now I can't even remember the name of this stupid knife. Starts with an M. It's like got a girl's name or something. Yeah, washers are more reliable for sure. Dirt, just like I was saying, dirt doesn't affect them like they do bearings. And there's that other, what's the name of that knife, guys? Did y'all buy one of those? This one's on washers. Oh, is this the FJ? I don't know. Yeah, that is the FJ. Sorry, I was thinking of a different one. Which land were you looking for? The 812. Which somebody said they were looking for a land. Good morning, Blessed Knives. How's it going? We're just talking knives. I just had a few laying out here. 912. Oh, that's the one I just showed, right? The 812. Wasn't that the 812 that I just had out? I didn't even pay attention. Yeah. There's the 812. I think I bought one of the last one of these off of Amazon. In fact, it might have been the last one. And what's the 912? Do I possibly have one of those too? And I swear, man, if y'all don't have one of those, y'all need to get one of these Spy My 2s. Super cool knife. I'm terrible. I don't know why it didn't open right. That's a cool knife too, man. All right. Moving on. And do y'all like the Beckerton? I mean, both of these just have stupid action on them. That one and his little brother. Like, they both just have stupid good quality. And M390, they both have awesome action. I think I'm going to sell my two 3.0s if you want one of them, Sever 7. But we're still working on that other one first. Anyway. Bunch of knives from the knife case that I can start putting back up. I reckon. I have no idea where they go. Y'all don't forget to have Ron Dobbins get a hold of me. I would really appreciate that. Where's my stupid other cheat sheet? Well, I don't have a cheat sheet for this one. It's all good. I want to know what knives we're looking forward to coming out soon. Besides the LST from Lemifshi. I mean, the LCT, sorry. I don't know why I said LST. LCT, I sent him the dimensions on that. And it should be coming out soon. Sage 6. I'm missing a knife out of this box and I don't know what goes in there. Yeah, the Anthem does look good. I've almost bought, it's been in my cart forever. I've almost bought one of those numerous times. I need to, I'm going to buy one. I'm just going to buy it from somebody in China Knives that doesn't, the Drift, the Quiet Carry. I sent him dimensions. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've had too much coffee this morning. Or not enough. This knife. Good grief. The contoured version. Yeah, he's coming out with one of these. I sent him pictures, detailed pictures and caliper measurements of everything. I'm having total brain farts. Yeah, I've got a pretty good channel to him. He asks me all the time what Americans would like. Okay, thank you, B Shady. Sever 7, yeah, I prefer Lemifshi over Jufool, and I'm pretty sure they use the same factory. I think it's just a matter of how they tell them they want the knives made. So either one would be fine with me. I'd be good with either one of them making it. But Lemifshi's a way cooler person overall than Jufool. And I'm missing a couple of knives out of my good case. And that perturbs me too. Surprised I'm not missing more. I'm gonna have to re-go through everything soon anyway. They also won't do, Jufool won't do, anything but washers either. Whereas I appreciate that Lemifshi used, he won't do anything but bearings, sorry. Lemifshi used washers on the FJ, which is what it's supposed to have, and I appreciate that. Jufool, he won't use anything but bearings though. Yeah, I think they're both using SRM. I just have a feeling, especially after looking up how many people use SRM as an OEM, like even Spyderco for their Chinese manufactured knives, and Gerber used them. Blessed Knives, Jufool is, he's a Chinese guy that you wouldn't like. He's a guy that rips people off in America, I guess is how you would call it. He's a replica maker. Let's put it that way. He's one of the ones left right now that, they always get shut down eventually, and there's only like 3 or 4 or 5 good ones left right now, and he's one of them. He's the one that made these Blessed Knives. He made these Macs. He made both these Macs. This one and this one. And then the other guy, we were talking about, Lemifshi, made the 3-inch version. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times knives, when you can't buy them, they get sold out. So, like, I don't know, what are you supposed to do at that point? Like, once a knife guy like you, once you sell out all your knives, how can a person like me that wants one get one? Like, do we have to wait till somebody wants to get rid of one? Or should you make more so that we can buy more? I mean, I don't know. That's a hard question. Like, a lot of knives that go out that are discontinued, so we're not allowed to have that knife. Okay. I just wondered what you thought about it. So we're not allowed to have that knife. We just have to look at other people having it. We should have got in on it when it was available, right? I mean, I guess. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's a valid opinion. I just know that, like, when people go into, like, Kroger grocery store and they walk down the aisle and there's Frosted Flakes made by Kroger, they don't put up a big stink about it. So, I mean, I don't know, like, and there's all kinds of, every kind of Ruffles potato chip made by Kroger. So, I don't think there's any way to, like, justify it on one hand and not on the other. If don't buy anything but name brand, if they make a copy of it, then, same way with any kind of thing you buy, I guess. Not just knives. But I mean, I get it. Like, they only make so many Corvettes every year, and once those Corvettes are sold out, you have to wait till somebody wants to sell one of those Corvettes to have that year model. So, but you can also legally build something that looks just like a Corvette on your own and not get in trouble or not looked down upon. People make clone copies of cars all the time, kit cars, Yeah, I'm definitely not an entitled feeling person. I'm not in that generation. I don't feel like we're entitled to anything, but there's just certain knives that I would like to be able to check out that are no longer available. And I don't see that if the person who made that knife isn't selling them anymore, how they're losing out if somebody else sells some of them. If we don't like the new models that guy's coming out with and we like one of his old models that he's not selling anymore, then what's it hurting him if we buy somebody else's version of that? Because we're not going to buy the one we don't like anyway. So he's not losing money. I mean, it's an argument that there's no point in, really, because he's here because we're talking about other things than knives, than just clones. But it's an argument that can never be settled. I just don't see how it's hurting some people when they quit selling knives. If they're not selling them anymore, then how does somebody else offering them to you matter at all, period? Like, it's not hurting his business at all if he's not selling it anymore. Like, I don't know. But I mean, once you justify it for one, you have to justify it for all. Or if you don't justify it for one, then you have to say all of them are bad. But I don't think it's as black and white as that. I think there's more gray area. But I agree, people should be paid for their intellectual property, and they should be paid for their labor and time and every design they've put into it. But I also agree that if they stop selling a knife and you don't like any of the other new knives the guy's coming out with and aren't going to buy anything from him, then what's it hurting him to buy one from somebody else of the version that you did like? Yeah. So if you see a blessed clone that somebody bought, are you going to fight them for buying it, even if they didn't know that it's a clone, or are you going to fight the guy that made it? If a guy pulls out a blessed knife out of his pocket, are you going to be like, where'd you get that? And then fight that guy? Or are you going to just swing on the guy that had it? Nick, I was talking to Bless. Both. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's your that's your right, you know. And I don't, you're in the business, so that's why I'm asking you, because you have firsthand, and I was going to ask if you had any of your knives copied yet. Uh, I just wondered how you felt about it, and now it's very obvious how you feel about it, and you have every right to feel that way. If I designed something and sold it, I would want to be paid for it too, and I'd be super mad if somebody copied it without, paying me my cut. But at the same time, I just don't know how mad I would be if I quit making a knife. Even if it was my design, I guess I would want to cut regardless. But I might let somebody else take over the manufacturing of it as long as they gave me a cut. If I wasn't going to manufacture it anymore. But I don't know. I'm not in that position to make that call, so I have to go with somebody who is. I know it's a very divisive topic among knife makers, so I try to stay out of it, do what makes you happy, and I don't think there's there's people on both sides of it. Yeah, I know. I get it. They're not sending you your cut. I mean, you have every right to feel that way. I'm not saying you don't. I just know that there's certain knives that I won't spend a certain amount of money on regardless, so that maker is not losing my money by me buying another knife that looks like his, because I'm not going to spend that $900 that he wants for it. So he's not losing my money because I'm not going to give him my money. So I don't know. It's just a weird topic. Yeah, Nick, I agree. I like the variety. I like the being able to find knives for $100 that would cost you $900 that you would never own, never be able to touch and feel. And just like an example I gave last week is I had a copy of a knife, and when a guy I worked with asked me what the knife was, I told him it was the original knife, and he liked it so much that he went out and bought one of the original knives from the guy from the website. It was a Winter Blades. And he went and bought a knife from Winterblade. So I brought business to that company. So that's how I feel about it. Like, I support the people that make the products and think that they're due their money. But I just know myself, I'm not going to spend that money. But if I can get somebody else to buy from them, I will do that. I'm not trying to send everybody to buy the cheaper version. It's just my opinion. Ed Durbin, I sent you a message. You won yesterday. I had a spin for the loyal people. And you were a winner. So, right here, let's see. In fact, I think you were number one on the loyal people. Yep. Number one, Ed Durbin. So I need you to give me your info. So I can send you a free knife. And Blessed Knives, you don't have to worry. I'm not going to send you a replica knife. I've already thought about that. I'm not sending anybody. Well, no problem, Ed Durbin, and I'm not a young man. Pete, you were still in the spinning. I can show you the wheel that we spun. Your name was on it. This is actually the name, the wheel. So this is the wheel that we spun yesterday. And if I sort by alphabetized, all the names are in there. Everybody that's commented on any of the lives is listed here. So, Laid Off Pete, there you are right there. I don't know where your name falls on the wheel. Let's see. Yeah, there's Laid Off Pete in the gray right there. Right there. So, yeah, I just hit spin, and that's how we did the winners. We did the wheel, and then it came down to Dane. Still addicted? I'm pretty old. Oh, everybody got an entry. I'm 51. For all of you wondering. And then it takes his name off the wheel, so there's only 50 left now. And that's what made it fair. But I had a second wheel for the loyal people. Most loyal, I had a different wheel. And that's where Ed Durbin. And you were on here too, Laid Off Pete. So when I spun here, you had a 1 in 12 chance of winning. Actually, it was a 1 in 10. Remove him, spin again. There you go. Sever 7-1. Anyway, that's what I used. Yeah, I thought about that too, Blessed Knives. But man, I don't know you well enough to offend you that way, so I didn't want to do that. I don't like trying to burn bridges before I even build them. No, the winners were right here. They're listed on the post on my YouTube page. If you go to my YouTube page and just hit post, the first post up here lists all the winners. Pete, you might have been a backup though. Hold on, I had 3 alternates, so you might have one, Pete. Hold on. I forgot about the 3 backups. The 3 backups were, yeah. So you were number 5. SC Knife Monkey was number 4. Laid Off Pete was number 5. And Gabe Harlan was number 6. So if one of those first 3 didn't get a hold of me, y'all were the backup 3. SC Knife Monkey, who was number 4, got a hold of me pretty quick. He was ready to step in and grab his if nobody claimed it. But then Pete, you were next, and then Gabe Harlan was after that. I didn't pick three backups for the loyal crew because I knew that I would see them anyway. So, and I told anybody that might have got offended to who's loyal and who's not. It was just the people that had commented the most and had been here the most, more days. It wasn't any kind of favoritism, I swear. And I won't do that again. That was just the first one. It'll just be fair for everybody next time. But I mean, I did 3 of each. I think 6 giveaways is plenty. I think I was pretty fair. Or as fair as I could be. Yeah, I messaged Ron too. Hopefully he gets back to me today. Yeah, and I feel like, there's a thin line between catering to what y'all want to see and doing what I want to do. And I have to kind of keep that in mind because y'all are what makes this channel. Talking about knives is no fun if I'm just talking to myself. And I'm not learning about new knives or getting different opinions or hearing about all the fixed blades that y'all like. So I appreciate that a ton. That's what makes the channel. So there's a thin line between me making it for y'all and me making it for me that I try to, do equal of. And that's why I decided last week when, I'm going to use this time to do a few things that I need to do for my knives, like sorting some stuff and whatever. Yeah, I'm almost to 1K, man. I'm getting there. But yeah, so I don't like anybody telling me. I'm not going to listen to anybody telling me what I have to do. That's for sure. But I try to be considerate and do, what everybody wants to, because we're all in this together. We're all just talking. And since the Discord does work, I want to have a good audio conversation with all y'all sometime on one of these lives where everybody can put in some earbuds and get on Discord and we all just talk. I think that'd be cool too. So far, Sever 7's the only one that's done that with me. And that was cool. And if you haven't signed up for the Discord, please do so. Just go to my YouTube page and there's 2 links. There's one to my Instagram and there's one to the Discord. And when you click the Discord one, it should take you right to the Discord. And you don't have to have an account to use Discord. Just like this, you can go in anonymously. I can just type in here, everyone should call me Chip. Object that is different. All right. And it should let me in. I don't know. I haven't. Oh, it wants me to log in, but anyway, Discord is free to use. You can use it on your phone. You can make audio calls through your phone, so we can all just talk on our phones too. So you can use the Discord app and use your phone to talk and listen. I don't have a way. Let me see if I can log in. Yeah, so I've only made 3 channels so far. There's knife picks, where we can all share knife pictures in the Discord. There's links, where we can share links to certain things we want to. And then I put a buy, sell, and trade channel, where we can all buy, sell, and trade stuff. So yeah, y'all need to join the Discord. And then there's a text channel that's called General where everybody pops into when they join. And then there's a voice channel called General where we can all talk on the microphone. So yeah, that's how that works. But Ed Durbin posts a lot of cool pics on the... I should have got a hold of him on Discord because he posts some awesome pics of knives on here. So y'all need to join the Discord just to see his cool knife pictures. Or follow him on Instagram, I guess. He's posted the most. Laid Off Pete posted one. A couple. Brand New American posted one. So yeah, that's the Discord. Yeah, was that somebody's idea? Was that yours, Pete? Are you the one that told me to do that? I think you are the one that... Somebody told me to do it. We can all get in there and talk one day. I've been way behind on Instagram, and I need to be more present on Instagram. I don't only have like 6 followers. I've got 24 now, so that's something. I'm just going to keep posting. I've been using AI to make some cool pictures. I made that wheel picture with the winner picture on the post. I made that picture using AI with knives. I made that with AI. I made that one with AI. That one's fixed blades. One of them's folding knives. I don't know. It's fun to play around with. But yeah, I need to get more active on Instagram. Well, all right, guys. It's been about an hour and a half again. Talking llamas with hats. We might as well look at that before we go. Talking llamas with hats. Oh, wow. There's 12 of them. Let's just go with the first one.
Carl! There is a dead human in our house!
Oh, hey! How did he get here?
Carl, what did you do?
Me? I didn't do this.
Explain what happened, Carl!
I've never seen him before in my life.
Why did you kill this person, Carl?
I do not kill people. That is my least favorite thing to do.
Tell me, Carl, exactly what you were doing before I got home.
All right, well, I was upstairs.
Okay.
I was sitting in my room.
Yes.
Reading a book.
Go on.
And, well, this guy walked in.
Okay.
So I went up to him.
Yes.
And I stabbed him 37 times in the chest.
This is just
Carl, that kills people!
reaction video.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
How could you not know that?
Yeah, I'm in the wrong here. I suck.
What happened to his hands?
What's that?
His hands. Why are they missing?
Well, I kind of cooked them up and ate them.
Carl!
Well, I was hungry, and, well, you know, when you crave hands, that's...
Why on earth would you do that?
I was hungry for hands. Give me a break.
Carl!
My stomach was making the rumblies
Carl!
that only hands would satisfy.
What is wrong with you, Carl?
Well, I kill people and I eat hands. That's 2 things.
All right, well, we now know what kind of sense of humor Nick has. Which, that video and knowing Nick go right together. Like, I would have to say, if I was to pick a video that I would think Nick would like on YouTube, that would be it. So, Nick, good job. You picked a great video that fits right with you. They are funny, I guess. I have to watch more of them to give them an honest opinion. First one was kind of weird. Nick, you know what's cool is you're allowed to like them. Do what makes you happy, man. That's what I'm going to do too. And that will be the motto for today's live, is do what makes you happy. It's been said in here quite a bit, and I think it's a good motto to live by. So I appreciate y'all once again stopping in this morning. We will do it again tomorrow morning. I should have that Tucson to show you tomorrow, the Integral. We'll check it out. And actually, I might have a couple more in the mail today, too. I will get those winners' knives sent off. If you haven't messaged me with your contact info, please do that. And I will get those sent off either today or tomorrow. I'll try my best. Appreciate y'all. Love you. And